Today's video, we're going to do the Nat 5 tier list. Now, disclaimer, this doesn't 100% necessarily mean that this monster is better than this monster. This is a tier list of priority to build to help you overall in the whole game. PvP is end goal, but you need to get there. You can pretty much beat everything in PvE with 4-star units, but there's certain situations where PvE 5 stars are better. Plus it makes everything quicker and easier, right? If you end up liking this video, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit the bell dingy dingy thing so you know when I post a video. Let's go, baby. I did it again, I'm sorry. I summoned literally one light and dark scroll and I got a freaking LD5 ragdoll. I am sorry. I get on the game for being AFK all night. I went to my summon to do my free summon and I was like, oh, one light and dark scroll. I don't even know how I got it. And lo and behold, bam. Alright, so this is the updated 2024 current version of Nat 5s to build. A tier list of priority. There's 5 different categories. Monsters that need buffs. Then there's a PvP category. A lot of them could be used in PvE too. But these monsters are in there mainly for Challenge Arena, Brawl, and Battlefield. We have a category for mainly PvE. But again, some situations you can use it in PvP too. But these are mainly units that are just used either A for certain dungeons, B have certain debuffs, or C just have a certain gimmick to it. Could be a passive, whatever the case may be. Don't mind my little small fairy queen heads. That was a graphical error by me. Anywho, now you have the build category, which is right under the category of the must build units that we're going to talk about today. But these are all units to build. This is in no specific order, but if you pull this Nat 5, definitely build it. It's going to either help you in PvE, PvP, or probably both. These units will help you in all aspects of the game. I'm not going to talk about any of these units. If you have it, build it. I'm going to leave the link to this tier list in the description below. And you really just want to prioritize from top of the tier list to the bottom. If your monster is at the top must build, then build it. If the monster you're looking for is in the build section, well, build it. But don't build it before the must builds. Take the top as the priority over anything below it. Now let's get into the must build Nat 5s. Again, this is in no specific order. Light Polar Queen Elenoa. Decreasing skill cooldowns on your summoner and your monster and increasing ultimate gauge. Also increases enemy skill cooldowns and decreases mana. She's just nuts, she's a cheat code. Dark Magic Knight Lynette. Removes all beneficial effects, pulls them in, roots them, applies AoE defense down. Dark Chimera Zeratu. Literally nukes down anyone in the backline archer mages. With the Endure artifact, crazy good. Removes beneficial effects. Damage based on attack speed. Has its own attack buff. My Dream Monster. Fire Sky Dancer Huai. Attack buff, heal, defense down, oppress. She's a staple in PvE. She will carry you as a support in PvE. Dark Pirate Captain Frigate. Again, decreases summoner and monster skill cooldowns and gives skill acceleration. Not only that, but an AoE stun. Majority of monsters with skill cooldown and skill acceleration are very good. Water Pioneer Wusa, still a staple. Definite must build. Immunity, shield, heal over time. I still use him every single day. Frontline Tank Light Beetle Knight Certites. Removes a ton of beneficial effects, can block beneficial effects, and provokes while giving AoE heal over time. Dark Hell Lady Cracker. AoE steal buff, AoE defense down. That's in one skill. Damage based off of max HP, so she's tanky. And when she dies, she revives and adds a clone of her. And if any of the other monsters on your team are dead, they revive them and clone them as well. The DPS burst when the revive happens, it's crazy. Light Oracle Lima, obviously good. AoE strip with damage over time. AoE invincibility. Immunity, heal over time. Removes 2 harmful effects. Just crazy good. Genos Ha 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 if you have him. Top tier. Can be used in PvE, can be used in PvP. Narin Ha 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 Ha. Again, PvE queen. She can be used in PvP too. Highly depends on the situation. Light Dragon Knight Jaeger. Damage based off max HP, defense, pen, crit damage up, damage mitigate. It's just so much. Also, Dark Dragon Knight Ragdoll, which I got today. AoE provoke, damage reflect, silence, max HP monster skill cooldown, block harmful effect removal. These two Dragon Knights are crazy. Every single freaking paladin in the game. Leona being probably debatably the worst. The worst of the best. Leona is nasty, but Ophelia, Josephine, Louise, and Jean are all better. They just all do different types of roles. I didn't put Dark Paladin on the must build. It's more of a build. And I only did that because the other four are better. If you have any Paladin, honestly, just build it. This is Paladin's War Chronicles. Fire Phoenix Perna. This monster will get you through the whole entire game, every single dungeon, every single raid. He should be your priority for sure. Wind Phoenix and also Light Phoenix. They are a wombo combo that if you have them, build them. Even if you just have one of them, just build them. Super easy to build. You don't need to build crit rate. All you need is beneficial buffs. The AoE is insane. So any PvE where there's a lot of mobs, you just want to one-shot them. Or in PvP if you bring it in and just want to one-shot the whole entire team. But when you got Wind and Light together, it's literally unstoppable. Light Beast Rider Narsha. Honestly, every single Beast Rider is definitely worth the build. All the rest of the Beast Riders are mainly for PvP. But Light Beast Rider, if you have her, definite build. She's got a lot going on. But all the Beast Riders are great. Now, of course, Wind Vampire Argon, another PvE king. If you don't or can't get Narin Ha, obviously you get Argon. Or you get both if you can. It does a ton of damage, especially in guild raids and world bosses. You just need to bring a bunch of debuffs. Perna, Argon, and Narin Ha. Top 3 damage dealers on Soul Link. Like Desert Queen Isis, she is an amazing support. She has AoE Oblivion, AoE Silence, AoE block beneficial effects, and her first skill is a single target that removes all buffs, applies Silence, applies Oblivion. She's crazy good. Mainly PvP, but she can benefit you in certain dungeons. Last but not least, Light Monkey King. The amount of damage that he can put out in PvP is insane. You can't really root in PvE. It depends on the situation, but still he's got defense down. If you need a warrior and you need somebody who's crazy good in PvP, just build him regardless. You won't be unhappy. That's it for today's video. Just wanted to put out that Nav 5 tier list of monsters to build in priority. Take tier list with a grain of salt, especially in games like this, where every single monster is beneficial in some fashion. It depends on the situation, depends on the dungeon, it depends on the mode. And then there's monsters that suck and need a buff or something added to them. If you end up liking this video, sub, like, ding ding bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!